Hello, beautiful souls. So, in this video, we are going to talk about justifiers. So, again, the movie Encanto, and the character is Abula. So, the scene is like there is an event going to happen, and everybody was preparing for that. Mirabelle wanted to help them, and she creates this mat and lit a candle on it. But unfortunately, it gets burned. And Abela caught her and she tells Mirabel that let the people who have the miracle do the work. Or, she should not do anything which can ruin the event. And when Abela was going, Mirabel's mother tell her that she should be kind to Mirabel because she must be feeling sad. And Abela says something on this line, everything needs to go perfect. The event needs to be perfect. And that was what her justification was for behaving that way with Mirabelle. Now, that's what justifying is all about. Let's quote Newton's third law of the motion. So it says, every action has equal and opposite reaction. It was their action which caused this reaction. As for Abiola, if Mirabelle does not have tried to do anything to ruin the event, I would not have talked that way with her. Now, the question is, why people are justified? So, that was the cause for Abiola's reaction? No, actually, the actual cause was she was afraid. She was afraid that will the miracle will be given or not? Will the history repeat itself? What happened with Mirabelle? Will it repeat itself? And she was really afraid. She was really, really afraid in that moment. Like, what if the miracle is not given? So, she reacts that way with Mirabelle. Now, for us, most of the reason why we are justified is because of a fear. And let's say, how many of us are comfortable in saying, I am wrong, or at worst, I was wrong while you were right. Many of us will feel really uncomfortable when we have to accept our mistakes. But why is it so? Because we see and we hear that making mistakes is wrong. And if we make a mistake, then we will be blamed, we will be punished. And what will one do to escape this punishment? To pass the blame. That's all. And that's how we start justifying it. Now, we all tend to know when some other person is justifying. Now, the only thing you have to do in shadow work is pointing that towards you, knowing when you justify something. Now, how is it going to help you to know that you are a justifier? So, if you know that you have the tendency to justify your reaction, but the next time you react some way, you can have an understanding and knowing that am I justifying that reaction because the another person was really responsible for that, or I'm trying to avoid a trigger. I reacted that way because of some trigger and I'm justifying it because I does not want to face that trigger. So that's how it's going to help you. Now the real question, what can help a justifier? So journaling can really help. How is it going to help you? So journaling is like going through the reaction and knowing that why I reacted that way instead of trying to justify. In this movie, in the end of the movie, the Abula does recognize that she was really afraid that the miracle will be taken away from them. And that really, that really explains. She says that she she realizes that she should not have behaved that way with Mirabel, and the sole reason was that she does not want to lose the miracle. She does not want to go again through that hardship. And that was the reason. And she realizes that in the end of the movie. Similarly, when we realize that what was the trigger, we are trying to run away because we does not wanted to face it, and thus we try to justify it. So it's going to help. Let's say a simple example. Let's take a simple example. When you are scrolling through a phone and your mother comes to you and tells you that you should not be using the phone whole day and you should be studying, and you retaliate back by saying, why are you always behind me? Why you does not let me to live my life the way I want it to be? And you do feel triggered, and then you start justifying that she's always behind me, she does not let me do things which I want to be doing. But most of the time this is not the truth. The trigger is because you know that you are the wrong one here to to be addicted to your phone, to be continuously using your phone, while you do recognize that you should be studying. What you should be doing is utilizing your time productively, but you does not want to face that truth because means accepting that is like saying I am wrong and my mother is right, and most of the time we does not want to do that, and that's why we start justifying. And what really helps in this case is if we really get into it and see why she is saying and was my reaction towards her, why I reacted that way. And we will know that we reacted that way because we does not want to accept that we were really wrong for using it. We know, somewhere we know that we should be studying. And we know that she is saying this because she means the good. She is not against us for saying that, so yeah, that's what really helps us, journaling. Because when we journal, we get to the root of the thing. And when you get to the root of the thing, you cannot run away from the trigger anyway. You will get to know that, okay, this was the reason why I reacted that way. So, yeah, that's all in this episode. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you in the next episode. Till then, keep exploring, keep learning, keep living. Have a wonderful life. Bye.